Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer Dixon with Thrive Yoga and Wellness, and today we are going to continue our mini-series on ways that you can help to improve your balance. So to recap, we talked about how the harder the surface, the easier it is to balance, the softer the surface. So keep that in mind as we practice all of our drills. And then we practice just shifting our weight into different areas of our feet, forward and backward, side to side, while we had both feet on the mat. And then we practiced a little bit of one-on-one action, even if it was just feel it and seeing if you could imagine that shift in the weight and in the weight over your heels and over your hips. And so playing even with where we're going to put that. Then we played a little bit with tree pose on a hard surface, which is where you ground it down through one foot, bring the heel up to the calf or the ankle, and then maybe all the way up to the inner thigh, maybe. Softer the surface, the harder this is. And so today we're going to build on that. We're going to, if you notice, I have a nice black yoga block. Remember, the softer the surface, the harder this is, right? So we're going to take all of those skills that we've been working on in the last several videos and see if they still work on a super soft surface like a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, that's okay. Take your workout mat and fold it over several times. Maybe grab some blankets and put those on the ground, especially if you're working on your balance. Make sure you do this over towards the wall. What we're going to play with is standing on the balance on the block with one leg. I'm going to try it on my right leg. This is my injured leg, so sometimes this can be a little more difficult. And then you're going to press into it and see if you can just stand there. Now, if you can notice, my feet are really wobbly. My right foot, it's really working to figure out where my center of gravity is, even though I'm standing completely still. So balance is a lot of work, and it's constantly shifting with your breath, with what the air is doing, all sorts of stuff. So just standing still on a block is a lot of work. Let me do that on the other side. Whew, mostly because my right ankle needs a break. That's my ankle that's had 10 surgeries. So this is why balance work is so important to me. This is my left side, and it shouldn't be quite so wobbly because it has less injuries to it. So you notice here I am on one foot on a very squishy surface, and even if this is my less damaged side, my left foot still has to move to compensate for the shifts in my gravity and shifts in my weight. Is that my hands are kind of instinctively moving. Yes, I do talk with my hands, but they also help. It's almost like I'm trying to flap away. They do help to get your balance. And a little balance secret is to snap. When you start to lose it, for some reason, if I'm snapping, I don't seem to lose my balance nearly as bad. And that's just by snapping. So that's a lot of fun. So now, once we've gotten the hang of hanging out on a block, which is a lot of work, so this should really be like balance moves to improve your balance 4 and 4.5. What we're going to do is play with our tree pose on a block. So go ahead, put your foot as centered as you possibly can be on that block, in the center of it, but I want to have the center of my heel towards the back and the ball of my foot towards the front. And of course, this is going to vary based on how big your foot is. My big toe can almost wrap over the front of the knees. Okay, so now what we're going to do is play with pressing that right foot into the mat and the left foot into the calf. Now remember, that left foot's not hanging out willy-nilly. It's actually pushing into the right leg to help to stabilize the hips. You see how much my right ankle is jiggling to make this work? This is a lot of work. And I promise you, if you do this, even if you're holding it for like 30 seconds, if you do this several times a week, you're going to notice a tremendous improvement in your balance. I know this because I've noticed a huge improvement in my balance. And more importantly, my ankles are getting stronger so that when I am on uneven surfaces, they don't give out near as much as they used to. I know once you've injured your ankle once, like once you've turned it once, it's really easy to keep turning it. By doing this little exercise, all of these exercises we've talked about, I'm going to flip my block over so it's not quite imprinted. My ankle twisting record is going down, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and try this on the left foot. Ground down through that left, and we're going to try to hold it for several breaths. Bring that right ankle right foot rather, up to at least the left ankle. You can have that tippy toe there if you're really, really nervous, or try maybe to bring it to the left calf. Remember, hands to your waist can sometimes help with balance. Hands to your heart can sometimes help with balance. And then snapping like we're keeping time with something. I tend to find that looking slightly forward and down is more grounding than looking up. But if you look all the way down, that can also help you fall too. So find your drishti, that's your gaze, and don't let it be at anything moving. The more that you're looking at something moving, odds are the more you're gonna move. Let's gonna do this for 2 more breaths. Whoo, and let's set it down. Shake out those ankles. And there you have it. That is our most complex exercise to help you balance a little better. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini series on balance. I'd love to know if you saw any improvement as you work through these things over time. And definitely leave me some comments. Be sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. I can't wait to do it again soon. Bye-bye.